damn it, who took my Doomsday? Hey, what's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here doing another Marvel Legends figure review on the Marvel Legends Infinite series Walgreens Agent Venom figure. Gotta give a big thanks to Comic Figure Addicts for making this review possible. Check them out, link in the description below. If you mention Flash Thompson, you get a 10% discount. Packaging is the same that we got from the rest of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends figures. And then the back over here, he comes with no Build-A-Figure piece, but you get a cool picture of the figure. Get this bio on Agent Venom. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause it now. Anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. I'm gonna try not to geek out all over the review station, but I must say, thank you, Hasbro. Thank you for making sure this figure had gotten released. And there's some little gripes I have with the figure, no doubt. You know, I'm always gonna have some gripes here and there with everything, but really, this is a badass figure. It comes with a lot of accessories. So the figure has 4 different guns. This is his signature gun right here. It's a pistol that has a scope at the bottom of it. I like that they have the nozzle sculpted right over there. This looks great. I really like the handle of it and everything. He also has what I think is this MP5, not to be mistaken for the MPO5. And he also has these 2 pistols right here, which are the same that came with the Hitmonkey Build-A-Figure. Then we get these symbiote tendrils over here, which are incredible. I'm so happy that they gave us these. Unfortunately, they don't have bendy wires in them. I really wish they did. But you can use them to hold the other guns, which is really cool. So you can switch these out however you want. You have to be creative with them, but they work. Now, because this figure's body mold is based off the Toy Biz Punisher from the Face Off 2-pack, it does have a peg hole in the back over there, and you can plug the tendrils in right over there. And you can set them up any way you want. You can just spin it around and it'll hold whichever direction you think it works best for your display. I really like the head sculpt on this figure. The sculpt throughout the figure overall is pretty good, but the paint apps get a little shoddy, especially like on the eyes. They're not placed there perfectly. That white paint, it could have been a little better, but you know, for the most part, it's not terrible. You can just tell when you look in the center, it's a little crooked. That plastic looks a little crackly on the side of his head. These shoulder pads are sick. I think that is awesome. You can see a little bit of the black plastic coming up from underneath the white paint over here, and that goes throughout the whole figure. I think the Spider logo looks pretty clean. Those lines for the most part are pretty clean on the outside of the design of it. It's just within it you could see some of the black coming in through the white over there. And this section is made with a softer material over here along with this top right over here. It's not on a hinge or anything like that. Now the vest is only detachable on the left side over here. There are no tabs that come apart on this side. So if you want to take it completely off, it's going to be kind of difficult. Now this part of the arm is very familiar, and they've added these new sections right here for the forearms, and I think that looks great. These hands are sculpted a little weird. When he's holding his guns, it always just looks a little strange having him posed like that, because this finger right here, his ring finger, is sticking out and the rest of them are kind of tucked in, so that always just looks a little weird. It looks like it's aimed a little better, but it looks weird without the finger through the trigger hole. Now the belt on this figure is very cool as well, and you can see all the pouches. He's got a canteen right over there, another pouch, and he's got a Bowie knife or whatever, and then this other pouch on the side right here. And if you're curious, you can take the belt off as well. The legs look pretty good on this figure, but one gripe I do have is that the stripe doesn't continue on the left leg for me. The hip joint does not have that white section, and that's a little irritating. I checked all around, it's not there. What's even more irritating is this stationary gun. We have a gun that does not come out of the holster, and I always hate that. That should be a rule, man. You're not allowed to put weapons in there unless they can come out. But anyway, the boots look pretty good. Sculpted very, very well. They look alien-like. The back of the legs look pretty good too, along with the very bottom of the boots. They're sculpted all around, and they have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Agent Venom's head can move up a bit. I like that. Even though he has a collar, he can look up, and he can look down too. He kind of has that shifting forward and back motion, and he can move his head side to side. Not much of a neck pivot. He can move his shoulders outward. He can rotate them all the way forward. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He rotates right here at the forearm. No individual wrist articulation though. He does have a waist swivel. He has a little bit of an ab crunch, so like I was saying, you can't really get the ab crunch to move too much with the vest totally attached, but if I detach it over here and I kind of shift this over his belt, I can get him to crunch a little bit more like that, which isn't that great. He does have ball jointed hips, as we talked about earlier. They're on Y joints, so you can turn them around. He has an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He does have ankles that move down and then up only a little bit, and he has a beautiful ankle pivot. So Flash Thompson stands just over 6.5 inches tall. Now here's the Marvel Legends Agent Venom compared to the Marvel Select Agent Venom, and I think these are both very cool figures. Here's Flash Thompson's Agent Venom compared to the black-suited Spider-Man, Eddie Brock Venom, and Matt Gargan Venom. And here he is compared to a couple other tendrilled figures from the Wave. We have Toxin and Carnage. Tendril Party, yeah! And of course, the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Now, I do have my gripes about the figure, but for the most part, I mean, this is a really cool figure, man. I'm very, very stoked that it actually has even been released. Again, gotta give a big thanks to Comic and Figure Addicts, and thanks to Chew and Jay for also making this possible. Got a lot of people's help in making sure I got my hands on this figure, so thanks so much, you guys. And I really hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
gave it a spark. Welcome to Articulated Comic Book Art.
That's crispy.
Because this figure's based off of the Face Off. Because this figure.